So we can have a session with individual taxes and profit taxes before August.
Yeah.
I think I might have gotten our streaming going. Not sure yet though, but oh yeah, it looks like it's working. Live now. I wonder if there's any sound though. That's the question.
With
it's
individual
working.
taxes and profit taxes.
Nice. So yeah, we are finally live now. It worked. And we got our session live broadcast. Now I just have to link it to the website. Oops. So keep going. Or you could review everything for the live stream since we took us so long to get it set up. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
So if you guys want to go over all the deadlines and goals again, so that for the documentation for the video.
Let's go to the deadlines before we go to the video, live stream video.
The live stream video is already happening. I got it set up. So I was saying that you could review all of the upcoming deadlines and past deadlines, so that for the video itself, since we're now live streaming.
Okay. So for the past deadlines, you have the annual report, annual investment report, a planning section of state filing of the statements, RRF1 form, and the Attorney General forms. And for the upcoming deadlines, we have daily taxes, which is in August, September, individual taxes and trust for August, September, then non-profit taxes, September, October, November.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so it's certainly a lot. Can you imagine doing all of these taxes while we have bigger and bigger summits happening with all the planetary sessions? But I think the summits will be self-organizing more or less, so hopefully it'll be easier and easier, but we just need to be working on the taxes and the finances every single week. And if we need to hire more people, we just need to recruit and find more people to do the work, because it's super important that we get it done. All right, so what's next?
The next topic is the RFF form. Anything with the deadlines? Any question with the deadlines?
I'm good. You guys have any questions?
Okay.
For the RFF1, we skipped it. We need to update the responsibility organizing and work on it. So we need to schedule our session for RFF1.
Yeah.
When was this supposed to happen, Jay? When was this supposed to happen, to be filled in?
When was it supposed to be done? Last year. It's supposed to be done last year.
Oh, okay.
The last year. Okay.
All right, I updated the website and it should have our live broadcast on it now.
Okay, thank you.
Pretty exciting.
Great.
So the goal of this particular agenda item was to go over our taxes and deadlines, and I think we did that. So are you guys ready to move on, or?
Yeah.
Let's move on the RFF forms.
So I think I did a lot of the RFF form work with Zelu. And I'm pretty sure it was, we did a pretty good job of it. It's not super difficult. You basically just download the form, you update it with all the information from the taxes. You have to do the taxes first, right? And have the actual information from the taxes. And then we just send the form in. So it's not super complicated, and you can just copy most of the information from the previous year. The problem is mainly that there's two nonprofits we have to do this for. There's the Community Life Network and WCTC. So for Community Life Network, I think we are only a year behind. Where with WCTC, we sent in all the information, but it seems like we didn't finish it. So we needed to have resend the whole original packet with the original form. So there's the RF1 form, which is like the original form, and then all the attached forms that go along with it. So that's going to take some VA work and sitting down with me and going through it, and we're going to have to write a letter and actually compile it all, and then obviously get all the printed paperwork, and we have to mail it in. That all has to be done by mail. So I'm pretty confident that we can do that. Maybe 2 to 3 sessions of VA sessions scheduled. And the sooner we get that completed, the better. But, it's going to take us a few weeks to a month or so, of course, to get it done. This is a lunar node, huh? I don't think we have a logo for the lunar node sessions. We need to note that down for our lunar node that we need a logo. Oh wait, we're doing the Stop Coronavirus at this time too, right?
Yes.
I think we might have had a logo, but can you put that down as a task or a responsibility that someone needs to download a logo?
Okay.
For the node. So the lunar node is like, I don't know if you can see the live stream, but the lunar ellipse is like where the moon gets closer and further from the sun. So as the moon gets closer to the Earth, it looks bigger, and as it gets further away, it looks smaller. So the lunar node is actually on the ecliptics, where the moon goes up above the ecliptic, and then it comes down past the equator and goes below the ecliptic plane. And so it's basically the moon's on like a wobble. It goes up and down, above and below the ecliptic of the equator of the planet, right, of Earth, right? So there should be a diagram that shows the lunar node. So when we have our lunar node sessions, it's where the moon crosses the equatorial plane in relationship to the sun, and that's where and when you have eclipses, which is why tomorrow there is a lunar eclipse, because the moon is on the ecliptic in the relationship to the sun and the Earth, which makes a lunar eclipse. So I'm pretty sure we could find a pretty good logo. I can try as well to find one.
Let me see if I can get one.
Lunar node logo.
But I'm mainly just saying that we could just note it down as like a task. We don't, I'll try to look at something real quick now, but let's focus on the taxes.
Fine.
I saw one when we are looking for the lunar nodes before, this is what I see. I save it on my document, so I will link it on the document we're using now.
Oh, you found something?
It's here. Yeah, I found it when we are looking for the lunar nodes before.
Okay, where is it? Oh, you put it here? Oh,
This
that?
one.
No, that's just a symbol. That's not an actual diagram. I'll take a quick look and see if I can find anything as well. But at least I'm getting our logo set up for the Earth session, which is exciting. It's very exciting that we're even trying to do the Earth session. I don't know how successful we'll be, but the fact that we're trying to go public with the Earth session for the first time. Remember how long we've been talking about this, Albina? Like years. All right, so what is the next topic? Oh, I see what you're saying. So it has the descending node and the ascending node. I'll have that specific. Oh wait, can you put that back? That oh yeah, there it is. Wait, where is it? Yeah, there it is. Oh no, what happened to the other one? So the ascending node and the descending node, these are the symbols for the lunar nodes. So yeah, the symbols are pretty cool. But what happened to the other one that you did? Can you guys hear me? Oh my god, I ran out of batteries. Jeez. Why isn't it working? Yes, I realized that. Hello? You guys hear me yet?
It's 10 o'clock.
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. My phone ran out of batteries, so it stopped. But anyways, I like these. These are definitely symbols for the southern and northern descending and ascending nodes. So I do like the symbology. Now I see what you're talking about. It doesn't have the diagram of it, but that's good. So what's next?
The next is the taxes priorities.
All right, do you guys have any other questions about the RFF1 forms?
None on my side.
And the RFF1 form should have pretty detailed responsibility organizing, although Zila was doing it. Zila was bad at responsibility organizing, but they should have everything should be documented. So if you guys don't have anything, then you should try to find all the work that was done before. And you could even talk to Zilu too. You could try to get him to send you stuff, but I think we have most of it. All right. So what's the next? Are there no more questions? We should go on to the next topic. All right. So taxes and government compliance. So this should go pretty quick. We have status update. We've got taxes. We've got the statement of information. This is the Secretary of State. We got the RFF forms. We have the I think it's ACG is the name we were thinking about, but let's put that to, so we have teams set up, including our name. And then we have the equity distributions, including for the Earth session. If you guys want to link that here as well, we could go over it. If you go to the main doc, you have the link. Maybe you could share your screen.
Here is the value tracking.
And also, if you can wait, maybe I have it here. Never mind. I don't see it. If you could put the link to that on the screen, that would be great. And if you could also link all of the Hangout links, that would be good. Oh no, or the Earth session or something like that.
I put it on the Earth session summit.
Right here, I think I have the Earth session main doc. Yeah, here we go. Cool. And did you link the notes to the Earth session main doc? Oh no.
Yes.
Perfect. So that's what I was thinking as far as like the main details. Oh my god, my computer is going absolutely insane. No, that's not part of it. So is there anything else that I'm missing there? Oh, we need to do recruitment and training, right? That would kind of be part of team setup.
Okay.
So again, we'd be recruiting people from the FQN workers to work on the taxes and government compliance. I would say the thing that is the most important of all of these in terms of like long-term stability is, oh, wait, we can't forget Canopy. Would be Canopy, right? So we can't forget Canopy. Canopy technically comes under ACG, right? So ACG is like accounting, Canopy, and government compliance. I don't know, something like that, right? So the Canopy is super duper important, and it comes under this, right? This is the primary, like the Canopy should really be reporting to ACG. Anyways, in the context of the other super duper important thing that we have to do is the equity distributions. I would say that's the second most important thing after Canopy. And the reason why it's so important is because people will work for tokens and value equity shares. You know, if they believe in what we're doing, even if we don't have a lot of money, people will work because they believe that we can be successful and actually have value in the work that we're doing for the planet. So at the point people feel that the work that we're doing has value, then our equity and our shares and our tokens and our credits actually become worth something, and people will work for them. So like, for example, all of us, you know, half of our pay is all in equity, right? And so we're getting small stipends, then we get equity for everything else. So basically, if we just did not have the equity, we wouldn't be doing as much work. Like if people understand the equity value and are actually getting it, then I think we'll get a lot more people working with us to meet a higher level of professionalism, which would be pretty cool. So let's quickly go over our equity tracking real quick. Do you want to do that?
Okay.
I'm a little confused on why you put the responsibility organizing on the Earth session main doc. It's not the right place for it.
Okay, so I should put it on the
session support. It goes in session support.
Session support though?
Yeah, or you know, sessions
I think
support doc. Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I have one. Session support doc. None on my side.
Let me see.
All right, so this will be the lunar node. Can you guys?
Yeah.
You guys can't see my screen.
I can't.
You can?
We can't.
Nice.
I can't.
You can't.
Yeah, I can't. I cannot.
I ordered a pizza.
Did you get a
Should
veggie?
be here. I got 2 slices of veggie.
Only 2 slices.
Yes, for Pizza Hut, 2 big slices of veggie.
Yeah. All right. So, could you guys open the spreadsheet and share your screen, maybe? I'm gonna work on getting the link, and also I need the link to the Hangouts.
Which hangout?
This one. So, main Hangouts 1 through 9. Oh wait, that's not. We need we're on the recruitment Hangouts.
Okay, I shared my screen on the spreadsheet.
Okay. The recruitment?
So, is there any way you guys could share the Hangout link so that I can just jump on the Hangout? Because right now I'm just not able to do that.
Hangout. Okay, I will give you the Hangout link.
Because we have the other Hangouts in the website.
Here is the link.
This is a link to all the Hangouts.
For the recruitment.
Yes, the recruitment conference calling options. Perfect. Oh no, it's doing
Yeah.
Firefox again. Ooh, God. All right, let's see here. Whoops. So if I go like this, it should be able to share my screen with you guys. Might get some feedback here though. Whoa. Yikes. All right, can you hear me? You guys can't hear me, can you? Nothing at all? Hello? Can you
It has feedback.
can you guys hear
Good
me?
now. Yes. But you're cutting your line.
I don't think this is gonna work. It didn't work, so I don't know. Why don't you guys just share your screen? Because it's not working for me. Or can you guys go to the link of the Unity Network link to see the live stream, or go to the website and go to the live stream and you can see my computer. You guys know what I'm talking about? Can you hear me? Hello? You guys can't hear me anymore? Hello?
Hello.
Yay. So, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So, are you guys able to go to the website?
The Earth session.
Yeah, the Earth Session website.
I'm there. I'm there.
All right. Do you see under live broadcast? Do you see? Do you see the our session?
How? Live broadcast. Looking at it.
I also put it in the Earth Session Summit support channel. You guys don't see the broadcasts?
I can only see the feedback. Join email, general public registration, general private registration.
No,
Full
broadcasts.
session
Broadcasts.
broadcast. I can see it. Live broadcast access.
Taxes. Yeah, so click on that and then you should be able to see my screen.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Cool. All right. So all I'm trying to show you is really quickly the value tracking. That took way too long, but basically this would be for the lunar node. So here we have the different types of sessions. There was the preparation and hosting. So the question is, how much time did you put in doing preparation? I don't know, Presley, if you did anything or not. I know, Albina, you did some work. I can't remember how much time. So for this session right now, we're going to do like an hour each. And, I get 3 points. And then you could put, I do $0 and you guys are getting, or negative dollars because you're spending money, depending on how many hours you work. So does that make sense in terms of the tracking, the value tracking? And we want to make it super duper simple. So let's say there was 5 people on the call right now. We would want to list all 5 people, etc., etc. So are we on the same page or maybe not?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. So what we want the help most for is like, and also this would be added to whoever comes to the Stop Coronavirus Global campaign as well, because they're also part of the lunar node sessions. Anyone who comes to a session that's not synchronized with the natural time cycle would be a Gregorian session. For example, the session that me and, well, I guess ours could have been lunar node as well, because it did kind of synchronize with the lunar node. So I would just take our session that we just did and put it under lunar node as well. Right, so I basically doing more like 2 hours. Gino did 1 hour, etc., etc. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
But any session that's not synchronized with a natural time cycle would be Gregorian. And then, so we do the lunar node, and then there's a break, and then there's going to be the Earth session. So the Earth session is obviously the most valuable because it only happens twice a year, right? And then we have the eclipse and the full moon. The eclipse doesn't happen very often either. So that's pretty valuable. And then we have the follow-up and the overall, okay? And then we'll be able to... What?
For eclipse, it's going to be the Moon-Apogee, Moon-Perigee, and the quarters, full moons, new moons.
I'm confused. What is the question?
For the eclipse and full moons, it should be quarter moons and full moons and new moons.
I don't understand the question. What's the question?
No, it's okay. It's okay. My question is, the sessions included in eclipse and full moon. So whenever we track the value tracking, we know what are the sessions to be added on the eclipse and full moon.
So you're asking about the full moon and eclipse and how often the eclipses happen.
Yeah.
So the eclipses
eclipse and full moons.
the eclipse is either going to be during a full moon or a new moon, right? There's no other possible eclipse, right? So if you have an eclipse during a full moon, it would be a lunar eclipse, and during a new moon, it's going to be a solar eclipse.
Okay, I get it.
Right, because the full moon happens when the moon is on the other side of the earth, and then you have the earth in between the moon and the sun. And then when you have a solar eclipse, it's a new moon because the moon is between the sun and the earth.
Opposite of.
Yes. It's the opposite.
Okay. Okay. I got it now.
Cool. So I think we're done with this topic. Is there any other topics?
The next topic is the Earth session and live streaming.
Oh, we already did that. I got it set up and we're good. We're live. Yeah. We're live, and Gino said that it looked good, so that is exciting. The only problem is, for whatever reason, when my computer, when I try to link into the Hangout, it just goes completely wacko. So as long as my computer is just live streaming the document and I'm not actually in the Hangout, it seems to work. But then as soon as I get on the on the Hangout, it just turns into a nightmare. So I don't know why that is, but we could experiment with it some more, I guess, and try to figure out why it's not working. Should I try one more time?
Okay. I don't have any question with the Earth session.
Can you hear me? I'm not sure why it's so messy. Okay. So, but I can't hear you. That's the problem. So if I can get this, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
But it gives a ton of feedback. So I would need to turn off, I would need to mute. There, how's that? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so I think I figured it out. I just had to mute the other way around. So let's see if I can share my screen at the same time. Share screen. Open Google would like to record the computer screen. Yes. So hopefully this will help in the future. But we also have our Zoom calls. We'll be doing all of our Zoom calls as well. And if you guys can help with the all of the help systems, including the help Zoom, especially during the main Earth sessions, that would be good. Oh no, it has to quit. Jeez. A mess. All right. So it looks like I can't share the screen right at the moment. I'm not sure. I think I messed up somehow. Whatever. Okay. But we made progress. Anything else that we want to discuss in relationship to our ACG, taxes, finances, government compliance, payroll, budget?
None on my side.
Right. We also don't want to forget the only reason we didn't put it as a priority is because we're doing better at it, but our budgets and our payroll obviously is still a priority.
Okay.
So do you guys have any other ideas on how we can put more time and effort into this? I mean, like I was mentioning about the equity distribution, like that, the value of the equity distribution is at least $500 to $1,000 a month, right? So if we could get the extra equity distributions completed and on time and done well, that would be extremely valuable, in the range of about $500 to $1,000 a month. So you could practically hire one, if not even two people. That would be all they did. You know, they would just do the equity distributions because it's a huge amount of work.
Pizza's here.
All right. Well, let's start our checkouts, and I'm gonna eat some food. And we get a little break in before the next session. When does the next session start?
The next session will start 6 a.m. UTC. It's gonna be Phoenix R2. It will be 1 point.
An hour and a half from now. Okay, cool.
Nice.
So yeah, that'll be a good break. I've been going for almost 2 hours now because we had the session from before. So let's go ahead and do our checkouts, and hopefully we'll be able to figure out how we can move forward with all these financial priorities. It's you know, it's a big, huge leap to be jumping into this whole Earth sessions and all this, but I think we just have to do it. You know, I think by doing our session support and going bigger with it, and doing all the, especially the primary planetary sessions as global public sessions, I think it'll do two things. One, it will help us get more organized. Also, this is kind of part of my checkout, so if you guys could take notes for the checkout.
Okay.
I'll just start checking out here. But anyways, I'm really excited about us doing the planetary sessions. And I think it's going to do a couple things that are good for us, even though it's a huge amount of effort and work that's taking away from our finances. One is that it will make the work we're doing more cohesive. I think that there are still a lot of problems with our team where people don't understand what the goal of what we're doing, or like why to even show up on Hangout. And when you see that we're putting on these global conferences where potentially dozens, if not hundreds of people from around the world are coming, especially when we get multiple languages set up, I feel people will take the work a lot more seriously. Then secondly, I feel like we'll be able to do recruitment better. Like maybe we could even recruit more people who are interested in getting involved and understand, because they get involved through our summits and through the main planetary sessions. And so that's all exciting. And then from there, it's just more fun when there's more people involved, and it's all, you know, and we could even begin to have people watching our broadcast, which would be pretty cool. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. Also, it's very funny, like Gina was like watching the broadcast, and it's like anybody who's like a worker would just come to the session if they're supposed to come to the session. You know what I mean? They shouldn't be watching the broadcast on the video. It's like very silly. So I think that's pretty much it there. And I'll be working on all the finances and taxes and equity distributions in the Earth session and Canopy. So let's schedule for Canopy. Let's schedule, like, what I really need help with. And Pressy, you are pretty much ready to do the VA work. You just need to finish and schedule with this stage 6. Is I need JLN support scheduled. Like that's what I need more than anything else. Is like just getting the computers organized, getting everything set up so that it works. Like if my computer doesn't work, I can't do anything. You know, and if it's like, if we're not organized on an executive level, everything kind of falls apart. So yeah, VA work is huge top priority to help all of the finances and taxes as well. So if we can get that going in the next month, you know, we would be in good shape. Ideally, it would be the next week or two, but you know how things go. Check.
Okay, thank you. I'll go next. The session was good. I give it a 5. Okay, my priorities I'll schedule on Just life support on the computer, on value distribution, and on taxes, and on the session support, especially on these summit sessions. I'll be available for the sessions. Thank you.
Okay, I will go next. I will give the session 5. It's good, and I learned a lot about taxes. Hopefully, we can do the upcoming. We can target. We can do the upcoming taxes that is gonna be deadline before the deadline, and hoping that we can do next the backlogs or the past deadlines for the taxes. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Sweet. We are done. Good work. This is another reasonable session, and we actually did live broadcasting, so could have been worse. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, thank you
so much.
Yeah, thank you. It's not, the taxes and finances are not easy. So, and remember, like 99% of all the taxes and finances are and will always be work sessions and buddy team sessions. There's just no way to get the work done in main sessions, but we still have to do the main sessions to be tracking and coordinating all the work that we're supposed to be doing in the buddy team work session. So, yeah. All right. Ciao. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. So, how do we stop the end stream? And they make it easy. End.